And welcome, one and all, especially you, fellow and future star citizens, to Not So Sober Saturday. My OBS took a crap right in. It didn't even let me start the show this time, Dolvac. It took a crap in the intro. But maybe that's like getting it out of the way. I don't know. So, welcome everybody. Tonight's guest and co-host is Mr. Dolvac, I shouldn't say the number one Reddit Star Citizen subreddit mod. And
I'm actually not in charge of that thing. Like people don't understand this. I don't run that at all.
No, but you're like the mod as far as I'm concerned. You're the one I chat with a lot.
I am the most active by far, but I'm actually not the head mod.
Right
That
on.
would be Mr. Quince. He makes all the executive decisions up there.
Right. Let that be a little bit of words of wisdom to some people out there that think that Dolvac is like, censoring posts and stuff. He is just a Star Citizen fan and a mod that tries to keep Dookie from getting all over our
no,
face.
I censor everything.
Okay, cool. So he deletes everything he doesn't like.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I was like, man, I don't like that guy's username.
Out of here.
Gone. It's gone.
That gray-headed fucker out of here.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get started, my new WTFosaurus shirt came in yesterday. So happy. I ordered his Crying Benny shirt too. WTF makes the best shirt designs. So thanks WTF if you watch this or if you happen to see it on replay. More shirts. Love them. Excuse me. I'm already on half a beer. It's not going to be a good night. Busy day, Dolvac. Busy day. How's your day been?
Fine. Actually, we got a lot done today. We have all these balls rolling internally, doing stuff, and so like on Reddit side and INN side, I'm trying to get a whole bunch of things done with Reddit in the new year. If you've seen the whole meta thing that happened this week,
Yes.
it's simply because I'm slowly attempting to I am the mods as one are trying to iron out a lot of the problems that we perceive to be with the subreddit moving forward, and we had a good thing going up till like 45,000 subscribers, right? But as you add more people and as we have grown massively, as just about everyone in Star Citizen has, including yourselves, INN, the subreddit, the forums, the citizen number itself, you just get more people.
Yep.
And
You get more Dookie.
you get a lot more crazy people.
Speaking of today, just out of nowhere, boom. Dolvac haters. Right when you're about to come on my show, I looked at it like, you son of a bitches. You need to stop. But yeah, there's a lot of something awful ass swipes that come on there just strictly to try to be a killjoy. And it's unbelievable how people thrive on being shit posters,
I honestly don't care. They seem to think that I care. But I've been doing this for almost, like, I guess 3 years, 6, 7 months now, or something like that. And at that point, you've seen it all. I've seen it all before them, like before all drama started with all that stuff.
Right.
Back in July of last year, it was when kind of things got salty.
Mm-hmm.
People think like, oh, he doesn't. Oh, he's never seen shit posting like this. I've seen insane things. Okay, like you have no idea.
Right on. And and some people, that's their life. It's ridiculous. Please move on, guys. I mean, we understand that you want to believe that Star Citizen is never going to come out, but eat a dick and move on. It's fine. So Dolvac, guess what I had in my CC class today?
What did you have?
An absolutely blasted pillhead that was falling asleep during the live demonstration.
It sounds like me.
She was. Oh no, this was like down here in Florida. We have this huge issue with people addicted to pain pills.
Okay.
I'll be in my
And
bunk.
oh, Dolvac is with a K or a C. Dolvac is K or C.
It's CK. Wait, no, it doesn't have a C in it. It has a K in it.
Okay, I have the title.
DULVAK. Oh my god, it doesn't have a CK. I'm an insane person. It's just a K. Look.
Okay.
You asked too much of me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The spelling of your name
I
was.
asked
I went
I
too
asked
far.
what I needed to come on the show, and you didn't. You did
I
not say
didn't. Nope.
spelling or grammar. And frankly, I am.
You're right. Shit. I should have mentioned the whole spelling thing. Actually, what I did was this is the good thing about my mods. They check my spelling because I can't spell worth the fuck. And I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. Spell checker has wrecked me. And I had you Dolvac with a C in one spot, Dolvac with a K here. Actually, I changed this to a K. Then I realized. Well, actually, one of my mods realized it's with a K. So anyway,
You should see like the first draft of transcripts before they go out the door. They're just like garbage. They're absolute trash, and it's just like we have to do like all these editing sweeps to make sure they're not
right
complete
on.
garbage before they go out.
Hey, since we're on that, holy shit, that's got to be a lot of damn work getting those transcripts out, and y'all get them out fast on INN.
Yeah, like we've they used to be like it's fun to see like they always post the video at the same time, right? And we don't get the video ahead of time. We have on occasion, rarely, but like normally that doesn't happen. 99% of the time that does not happen. Um, so we get it when it comes out. We know all the scheduling. We have everything worked out. So we have people like there on lunch or off work at the point where they can sit down and we all work together to delegate tasks. Um, since normally like 10 for Chairman, ATV, all these shows are they keep to the same format. They have the same segments. The segments might differ in lengths or how much of them there are, but we can chop them up and delegate them to different people. So they're actually it's kind of like asymmetrical. You'll actually notice that like normally we put the Reddit post and the INN post up right when um, there's a transcript.
Right.
It's so like we can slot them in as kind of like modules as they get finished. Um,
Modular trans. It
yeah, we're
works.
taking a thing out of CIG's book, I
Right out
guess,
of it.
but it lets us get out way faster. And normally our time for ATV, which is the longest show by far, is we can get in about an hour, maybe a little bit more. If it's a really long one, maybe 2 hours. But if you look back, way back, it was like it will come out tomorrow or something.
Right.
Like we've nailed it down significantly, and it's
Absolutely.
insane how much like optimizing that system can help get that out fast.
How many guys do you have working on the transcript usually for ATV?
It varies normally about 3 to 5.
Right on. Now, see, here's something about your transcripts. The too long didn't read transcripts for ATV is my go-to thing on Thursdays. I work a weird day shift, usually 1 to 11 or 11 to 11, and I don't get to. I get home late. I don't get to watch it, and sometimes I won't watch it for 3-4 days. But this way, it pops up within an hour or so. I get the too long didn't read on Reddit. Boom. I get the gist of it, and I know what I can be if I'm super excited, or I can just say, "Well, cool. They didn't really give too much, big information, so maybe I'll wait to watch it." But they are, and I know a lot of people are the same way. Those transcripts are like gold. That's one of the main things I appreciate from INN.
It's kind of funny how INN started. The whole reason INN started in the first place was because Eris and Nakara. If you've ever been to Reddit, you probably know who Nakara is because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
an insane person. Um, for a longest time, they essentially fought over who got their transcript out first because they both did it, right?
Right.
And transcripts were a thing before there was an INN. And then the founder of INN, Mr. Wolf Larson, came along and was like, "Hey, why are you like fighting over who gets it first? Like, let's just make a website and just work together and put it there."
Right on.
And then posted the link to it. So those two forces of nature kind of came together, and now it's completely something else. But originally, INN was supposed to be a dumping ground for like two assholes who
We're
were like
fighting.
clashing on the subreddit.
Right on.
Uh,
And it's evolved into so much more. It's a repository of actual information and also fiction, a collection of creators. I mean, there's INN has grown exponentially. I mean, it's crazy to. I remember when it first came out. I'm not gonna lie, Dolvac. I'm gonna throw it all out there right now. I was very leery about INN when it first came out. Matter of fact, I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I took it as someone trying to do like a power grab. I want all the focus on me. I want to do I want to control everything. And then over the months, I realized that it was a fantastic collection of information, easy to get to, And I also started realizing it was very well written, very well managed.
It's well, those two things are arguable, but okay, continue.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, and my opinion is butt kiss. No lie, that you won't get won't get you nowhere with my approval. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it's pretty kick-ass little system y'all got. So that leads me to another point. Oh, guys, I tell you what, go back before we get too far. Everyone that's watching, welcome, first off. And also, if you have a question for Dolvac, exclamation point question in chat, and get it up in there, and we will ask some questions here in a little bit. Anything that's dealing with either the Star Citizen subreddit, or INN, or Dolvac's haircut, whatever. Oh, God, here comes the burps. I apologize, guys. I had a 2 or 3 pound taco salad at work. And
Wait, hold on. No, you can't just go past that. A 2 or 3 pound taco salad.
Well, the Jester's in here. Jester, how much do you think the Taco Sun taco salad weighs? Like, dude, in real life?
Intense.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. Oh, yeah, I got to get back to the Pillhead story. I'll get back to the Pillhead story.
I need that in my life, please.
Interhaggis wants to know if my wifey poo will be back. Yes, I think once we get female models, she'll definitely be back. And also, I think once we start getting, once I get my bonsai tree from Behavior, and our new flare is going to be a run of plants.
I need my space tree, please. Yeah. Space fish and space trees are like best thing about Star Citizen, hands down.
Oh, and Dolvac, I don't know if you know this, but I actually bonsai in real life.
I had one of those when I was younger, and then like if it was a pet, it would have died essentially because I just didn't.
I have a almost
too young
30-year-old mini Chinese jade.
Yeah, like the idea of bonsai trees have always just appealed to me. Damn it, they look cool. They're cool looking.
But it takes years to make them look cool.
Yeah, I know, and that's the crappy part. And I was just like, I want to look cool now, and I just like kind of cut it in half, and it's like it's cubicle now, I guess.
What's funny is I wired mine up 2 years ago. I stuck them in the backyard, and I did not touch them until about 3 weeks ago. I rewired two of my smaller trees, and then this spring I'm actually going to repot every single one of them and do some like major wiring. But I haven't touched them in 2 years, and that's the key of bonsai. You make your initial cuts, and then you let it heal and grow for years, and then you go back and wire and maybe snip a little bit. 2 years. So anyway,
talk to me when they have genetically modified bonsai trees, because I do not have the paint. I need gratification now. If there's not like a leveling system,
I got you.
If I get prestige on my bonsai tree, I'm not there.
I got you. Diablo says space weed and astroturf. Yeah, we're getting that too. Xion space plant buzzkiller. You're exactly right. We've been waiting for that for a very long time. They actually gave us pictures of it, so we know what it looks like basically. So we're just waiting for it to come, and they did say that it is coming probably March. We're gonna get that and our new set of subscriber flare is going to be plants. Thank God. I can't wait for grabby hands so we can throw them around. So let me get back to the Pillhead story real quick, Dolvac, because if I don't, I'll forget. So I went to my CC class this morning, and my wife and I are sitting there, and they're going through the gun training. This chick comes in. She's barely walking, dude. Barely walking. She's like 10 minutes late. She comes in, and now, unfortunately, my wife and I have a friend or two that are actually pretty bad addicted to pain pills. We know what it looks like. First thing we said, oh, God. So she's in there. They give us a 5-minute break before the hands-on portion of the deal. She leaves for 20 minutes. Comes back, and then falls asleep during the hands-on technique meeting.
Did she have a gun?
No, but she was just sitting there. We're taking notes and stuff, and she falls asleep. The guy goes over and nudges her in the foot and says, working late last night? And she's like, yeah, I worked real late last night. And I just wanted to say, liar! You're fucked up! Get out of here, you scare me. And we're supposed to be doing shooting later? Oh, God. She passed. So, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Bill had with a gun.
Has a gun. She's just walking around with one.
Yeah.
Yeah. As one does. Hey, look, man. You have to defend yourself against the tree gators down there. They hang out up there and they'll pounce on you.
Dude. It's hilarious. I had a friend come down from Ohio. We went on a canoe trip, and we saw like 9 or 10 alligators. He's fucking losing his mind. I was like, bro, they're water dogs. It's no big deal. They're not going to screw with you. He lost his damn mind. How the hell do y'all function around here with all these damn alligators? Water dogs, bro. Water dogs. They're not going to mess with you.
Yeah, like Florida is like our version of Australia. It's our mini Australia.
Yeah.
Like, just quarantine it off.
Yeah, we got some... I ain't gonna lie. We got some dumb shit down here. Let
You
me.
people, you guys don't have, you can't come in here. This is the normal place. You have to stay in your little exile, like America penis down there.
Yes, and you know what's fucked up is now we have boa constrictors all over the place. The hell is
Wait,
up with that?
now where did they come from?
So, people releasing them as pets, and the Everglades is ate up with them now.
That's that's actually hilarious to me.
Yeah, right. All right, so I'm gonna do a little monitor capture, guys. We have a Mustang Alpha to give away, so I figured let's go ahead and do that, Dolvac, while we speak about things and stuff. This show is very non-structured. We don't follow any rules because I don't know why. We just don't. Rules are
No
dumb.
rules, no structure. Hook me up.
Yeah, that's what makes this show amazingly awesome. So this is another Patreon giveaway, guys. Wolfzon won last week, and he said since he's already won a ship, that he'd like me to give it away to another patron. So that's what we're going to do. Here's our random name picker. I'm going to make sure I do it right here on screen so I don't get, well, I'm still going to get the rig crap. The random winner of the Mustang Alpha package is going to be Greg Steer. If you're in chat, say yay. If not,
I'll be in my bunk.
send me a message. And yeah, I know we got nothing on Australia, Diabolus. That was just as far as compared to other America, we're pretty bad. But compared to Australia, we're like a playground. So hey, Greg Steer, thank you so much. Oh, let me write this down. I like to have my handwritten deals because if not, if something happens and I drink 6 or 14 beers, then I forget who wins.
I have a habit of like I just write things on myself now. Like I have a pen and I just like will scribble on me.
Oh, that works.
I'm like an even shorter term version of the guy from Memento.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I have no memory.
Right on. So here we have, let me shrink this down because we can't see it. I should have probably done that beforehand. Where were you at on this one? Underscore. Should have had this set up for me already. So if you guys have not been to the Star Citizen subreddit, what the hell have you been doing? It is a awesome collection of people either A, bringing up really cool things about Star Citizen, or B, talking a whole bunch of shit about Star Citizen. Either way, it can be very entertaining. You'll find cool inside information. You'll see neat videos, pictures, just cool stuff in general. This is what I want to talk to you about. The where'd it go? It's not sticky no more. The thread about y'all talking about dealing with.
You want a link to that? Because I can drop you a link to that thread if you want.
Yep, I thought it was right. I thought it was.
Yeah,
sticky.
it was unsticky today. It had been up for 4 days.
Oh, gotcha.
Here you are. Did we drop it in Twitch?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go ahead and drop it right in Twitch.
There you go.
I'll be
Excellent.
in my bunk.
So this post here was brought up, and I think it's a great idea. I think it is my personal opinion that up until a certain point, the mods need to have the power to look at something and say, this is most definitely. Oh, thank you, Ketchup Ninja. I appreciate the donation, sir.
Bot caught the Twitch post.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll mark it off in Twitch chat, but then I can still see it on my bot.
Gotcha.
So, but I believe it is my belief that the mods, that's what mods are for. You should be able to look at something and say, okay, this is horribly trolly for nothing but to kill joy. Of course, there has to be limits, but I know some people are like, oh no, you shouldn't censor anything. Everything should come through. I disagree. I believe you guys as a whole, even though, censorship sucks, to a certain extent, it's good just to weed out some of the trash and shit posts because it just brings you down, and they don't contribute to the community. And that's what this is about, right? Giving you
the thing we've always been very, very big about. So if you've been part of the Reddit, which I know you have been for a long time,
yes, sir.
Is we've fucked up before. There have been a few events where we've stepped over the line, and the users very aggressively let us know that. And looking back on those now, it's like, okay, yeah, we shouldn't have done that. And it's not like we're trying to manipulate anyone or like shill for anything. Like we're like, we think this would be a healthy change, right? And so you do it, and then people are like, time for revolution, right?
Right.
So as of like about a year and a half, 2 years ish ago, what we do now is we specifically we kind of like put things on the community, and we ask them what they're we collect feedback from them, right? And we
Right.
don't do anything. We don't implement new rules. We don't change rules without talking to them and getting some feedback from these people. Um, it's because we value the community. Um,
Well, that's what
and
that's what that's what keeps the subreddit going is the community, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the whole point is community. If you didn't have the community, like what would you have? You just have nothing.
Right. It'd be a boring place with one post.
Yeah, nothing is allowed. Only I am allowed.
Right on. Sergeant Gabble, thank you so much for the host, sir, and welcome aboard everyone that's just joining us. We have Dolvac from the Reddit Star Citizen subreddit and INN. We're discussing shit posts right now and the mod's abilities to go through and weed them out. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. That is the key there, and that's my thing. Sometimes you have to put your trust in the mods, not overstepping their bounds and just deleting stuff they don't like. Which Dolvac, I had to bring it up. Some people would say, well, since Dolvac works for INN, it makes him a bad mod. Which I disagree because you've said it before. You do not moderate INN posts.
No, and yeah, guess what? First, the worst thing about that is I have absolutely no proof that I don't do that.
Right.
So
People
you
have
kind
to
of
trust you.
take my word on it. And I guess like all the other mods would be in collaboration with me if I were doing that because they would see me doing it.
Right.
Which brings me up to the next thing. One of the things I want to do sometime in this new year is there's a series of bots and scripts and stuff you can do that will actually make a what's called a mod log dump, right?
Right.
And we could do like monthly or every 2 months we could do a mod log dump. So you can just see what's going on. And guess what? Most of it is us removing posts from Russian bots trying to sell you shoes, and the other one is links to random porn.
Right.
That's
And
half the log.
now, for anyone that has not moderated anything, let me fill you in real quick. And I'm coming from a guy from the outside. I created a webpage for our Galactic Callers Guild. We had a little forum that we put on there. Very cool. So the authentication was getting kind of, I was having a hard time getting on. I couldn't log in at work, so people couldn't get approved. So I decided I'm going to take off the 2 authentication thing where you just sign up and you can post. Holy shit. I got a actual text message from one of my buddies in the guild, and he says, hey bro, there's like 40 posts for porn sites on the forums right now. Now, I had just done this probably an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and we got flooded with links to porn and fake Rolex watches and stuff.
Everything you do, like if it's absolutely insane, and like it's actually very interesting to watch because how there have you ever seen websites like Reddit statistics and meta Reddit?
Yes.
And they're like these meta pages that collect metadata on various subreddits, like subscriber count and like various view numbers and stuff for top subreddits. And once you have like 30,000 subscribers, it starts tracking you, right?
Yes.
So if you go on like MetaReddit and stuff, and Reddit internally and all these external sites have these like tracking statistics and kind of like these tiers, and you can see that like clearly like once you like go into one of these tiers, like one of these higher tiers, like the 50,000 plus tier, you actually start collecting more spam bots. So like you hit 50,000, and it's like, oh, now like this website is now spamming, and it's
right.
like instant because it's all automated. It's interesting to watch actually.
And that's that's the thing. People dedicate so much time, but I mean, I guess it's a huge industry, So I mean,
It obviously has to be doing something for them.
right. It's crazy. People don't see that, and me and you were talking about this before the show. This is a full-time fucking job. I gotta quit with the F words. I've been at work all day dealing with all my redneck buddies, so I tend to start cussing a lot more. It is a full-time frickin' job to moderate a subreddit because of all the crap that's going on always. Reddit is 24/7 wide.
Yeah, you don't
open.
sit down. You don't sit down and it's like, oh, I'm gonna moderate for 20 minutes. No, it's like you're constantly if you're away, you check your phone every 5 minutes. Like look through the queue. It's a continuous cycle, and we've been doing that for 3 years.
Right.
Like, oh, I woke up at 2 in the morning. I'm gonna go pee, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna bring my phone so I can do Reddit on the toilet.
Right, and that sucks. And like something you said before the show that really hit home. It's a thankless job. People prefer to bitch, holler, whine, and moan. They don't realize how much you guys put into it, and that's why I wanted you on my show, because of the thankless position that you guys are in. Not just you, but all the moderators on there. But since I have communicated with you, in private messages and stuff like that, I felt more comfortable bringing you on, and not to mention part of INN. So with you moderating the subreddit, then you also, what do you do for INN?
Well, it's very simple. I just don't do anything. Period. Um, and kind of I joined INN very early on, and like after like a few weeks, I was like, this could be a problem. Before anyone else brought it up, I was like, this could be a problem, and so I just went and talked to the moderators, and we had a discussion about it. And we're like, all right, the best thing to do is just I just don't touch any of the posts. So like, I post in there as a user. If you see me posting in an INN post, I am posting as a user. If you were to go start talking mad shit, breaking rules, even directly at me in one of those threads, you're not gonna get banned. Well, you'll get banned, but not by me. I'll report it. I might go poke a mod. It's like, hey, look at this.
Right.
But I don't do anything. I just
So what is the problem then that everyone has? They for some reason, this is why I bring it up. People think you run. People think you run INN.
Well, I kind of do run INN to a point. Like we have a hierarchy, and like I'm one of the senior editors, and there's like 3 people above me, and that's because they technically own the company that we are.
Right.
And people, I think, get really skeeved out because INN is an actual company. Like we are an LLC. We don't make money,
Right.
but we do pay taxes. Oh, we pay taxes.
But to protect your ass, LLC is the way to go.
The point people don't understand this. The reason we have to be an LLC is we are a publishing company, and what an LLC is, it's a limited liability corporation. And the point of this being that if let's say I make a post tomorrow, and it's like, man, fuck this gray-headed gamer guy, and I was like, he's XYZ, and I post all this shit about him that is libel and defaming, right? You could come and sue me, and rightfully so, because I'm publishing something that is breaking the law, and it could be potentially damaging to you, right?
Right on.
However, you could not sue me for that. You could sue the LLC, you could sue the company, but I am not personally liable. So it's to protect us from that. So I mean, like you sue us, you win. INN goes bankrupt. You get no money from our coffers.
Right, and that's the whole deal.
And then we go reform as something else.
Right, and that's the whole deal with LLCs. It covers your ass. It's just like if, like, say my wife was gonna start a small cleaning business. You LLC it. If she's in a car accident, they sue the company, not my personal savings account.
Yeah.
So that's what that's all about. But see, that's the thing that people don't understand. I think a lot of people think that you are like the controlling guy. You're like the wizard behind the curtain, which you are an editor. You work with the guys. But if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Wolf is
Wolf
top
Larson,
tier?
Yeah. He's the active owner of INN.
Right. Not
And then
Dolvac.
Eris and Nakara are the 2 founders.
Right.
I joined. I did not join in the inception of the thing. I said I do have a spiffy business card because we're going to PAX East as
Nice.
press.
Where is PAX East?
Boston.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
See, East should be like, how about like South Carolina, North Carolina?
Yeah,
That's
that
further
worked for me.
east.
Exactly. No, I'm totally with you. I'm in Tennessee right now. Like I'm gonna have to get on a plane that's like
Right on.
4 hour plane flight.
Just like PAX South. That should be in Florida. We're the furthest south.
Exactly. Yeah. I'd be so okay. Like if PAX South would be in Florida, I'd be all over that, or like Georgia or something.
Right.
Yeah. I'd be all over that.
Me too. But that's just how it is. Hey guys, everyone that just joined, exclamation point question in chat if you'd like to ask Dolvac a question about anything that has to do with the Star Citizen subreddit or INN or his headphones or the shirt he's wearing.
They're so good. They're so good. They're actually horribly broken right now. As you can see, they're being held together by Scotch tape.
Beautiful. That's because
But
INN pays so much.
Oh yeah, we are rolling in the money.
Yeah, I didn't pay so much. He's got scotch taped headphones.
People don't realize that we operate at a gigantic deficit actually.
Hmm.
So we have um we have insane amount of traffic. We're actually a very high traffic website. Our numbers went from like the first month to being, the triple digits to being in like another, 7-digit view numbers a month, right? Um, and it's insane. And like there's some months where like INN gets traffic comparable to the traffic I can see coming into the subreddit, and it's just like what is actually happening. Those happen like when we have the articles that like GameSpot and people quote.
Right.
Um, when we have a lot of people that get all that pushed, all the traffic, but it's that costs money, and like we we're a WordPress blog that's been modded and retrofitted and duct taped together to be expanded to support all this traffic. And now we're running on an actual dedicated box that costs a stupid amount of money. And we had to pay all this insane Amazon content network stuff for images, and it pulls a lot of data,
Right.
uh, and data costs money.
Right. Right.
Um,
And
which
y'all,
which is fine because we're so big. We're so big that we have enough people that like if it was just me, I couldn't afford that. If it was just Wolf, he couldn't afford that. But together we can all put in money, and then we can afford that, and so it's fine.
right. Right
Um,
now,
and,
what about ads? Have y'all thought about putting ads on INN?
yeah, we have, um,
It's the nature of the game. It's evolution, you know.
and like actually, here's the thing: there are ads on INN right now. They're just turned off. Like we could actually like flip a switch, and Google Ads would just kind of spin up. It's insane how seamless that stuff is now. Um, but like and we might if it gets to a point where it's like okay the server bill this month is $50,000, we're like okay we kind of have to have ads now, but until we get to that point we're not going to do that.
Right.
We because like money isn't the point, we don't really care about that. And god, the amount of stuff we could get done if we were doing INN full time is actually insane, but that's just a whatever, it doesn't matter. Because the whole point of why we started this was, because we like the community, and a bunch of jerk nuggets on Reddit were fighting over who got the posted transcript first, and
And
we decided to conglomerate all that.
right on. Hey, WTF's in. WTF, check this out. Da, 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 ba, ba, da, tick, tick, da. Brand new shirt came in. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm sorry, Dolvac. 1 second. Love you. I should not be taking shots this weekend. My wife and I did our Valentine's special last week, and I got entirely too drunk. I'm not going to do that this week. And I apologize to anybody that was uncomfortable with my slurriness and my drunkenness. That was bad. But it was Valentine's night, and we decided to have a good time, you know. Exclamation point question in chat if you have a question for Dolvac. Let's go. Let me switch over to the INN, the webpage itself. Now, I know a lot of people are turned off by a plethora of ads. It does suck. I can give you a good example of when I first started making YouTube videos. Everyone said, "Oh my God, you must be making so much money making YouTube videos." Actually, I made like $7 in 6 months.
Yeah, people don't understand like the YouTube money, like that only affects the people with like the millions and
Mul-
millions of subscribers.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
yeah, multiple million subscribers and multiple million views on multiple videos, and yeah, you could definitely make a living, a good living. I was getting 4, 5, maybe 3,000, 5,000 views on my really good videos, and I started thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get YouTube money.
Oh yeah,
And
it's all about that YouTube money,
yeah,
man.
and
And
I made
it's just like
a buck 25.
it's so good. It's just like, well, I'm not paying for gum for the rest of my life, and
Boom.
that's about it.
Yep. But you know what the thing is like that's just what people think. People think, oh, you've got all this stuff going on, and you know what? It's a lot of hard work, and you do it because you enjoy it, not because you're gonna retire on it. I'm not going to retire on it. I know that for a fact. I just had a really, really good time for a year and a half making my YouTube videos. Now, of course, with the way the crap works now with CryEngine, I can't do that anymore. So now I'm trying my best at Twitch. I know I suck balls at it. You just ask underscore. But I love Twitch more than YouTube. Even though I know a lot of people are pissed because I'm not making CryEngine videos, the interaction of sitting here watching chat while you're streaming and being able to talk with people and do things on the fly, that really really, I don't want to say turns me on. That sounds creepy. That's what really makes me feel
Oh
happy about
yeah.
it.
No, yeah, it's all about the community, and that's like why we started doing the Reddit, initially, and then that's why Einen kind of started. It's because it's not about money. Like look here, look, money's great. I love me some money. Um, but frankly, it's just it's not the purpose.
No, the passion is what counts.
Yeah,
As far
if
as
you
I'm
don't if
concerned.
you don't have that, yeah, you're exactly right. If you don't have that, whatever you make isn't going to be good. And it's like we've actually our 50-second podcast was actually today, earlier today.
Nice.
Um, and like the podcast is a whole interesting thing because like we put it on YouTube and it's a video podcast now, and nobody watches it on YouTube ever. Like we have like no
I'll be
views
in my
on YouTube.
bunk.
We've like completely failed in that regard. I don't know how, but our all our like external stuff is we don't. I don't know. Nobody likes the YouTube INN content for some reason. It's all like on the RSS feeds where all the views come through.
Right.
Um, but we did it for like 52 episodes, and so when you do 52 episodes of the podcast, um, you have a few bad ones, and like the ones that are always the bad ones that I consider to be my personal bad ones are um are the ones where you don't have energy. And if you don't have the energy, it's just not going to end up. It's just not going to be interesting at all.
Right.
You have to have energy, and
Absolutely.
people like you, people like Board Gamer, uh, you have that STL Youngblood. Like you three are kind of like the YouTube Star Citizen people, really.
I'm not so much anymore. But how about Nubifier? Nubifier is coming
Fire's up
up.
and coming. Yeah, he's up and coming right now.
I like what he's putting out here lately.
Is good. But like I don't know. It's just like we failed in that regard. I don't know how, but we just don't have the energy or resources to do that kind of thing.
Right, right, and that's just how it is. You've got to focus on one thing and do it right. So if you spread yourself too thin, then it gets shitty. If you ask me, you guys are running a quality website with quality information, and as long as everyone brings everything together and everyone works together, my main deal is I support everybody. Up in the corner up there, it's up there. It says that I'm part of Bad News Gaming. I love Bad News Baron. He's my buddy. I also absolutely love WTFosaurus. He is my buddy. I'm not. I don't have a redacted symbol up there, but that's only because actually, it's actually shitty. I guess WTF actually asked me about being part of redacted first, but I never went to my actual Twitch messages that were up in the corner in Twitch. I always went to my whispers, so I never saw it. And
Oh,
then
the Twitch contact stuff is like garbage,
oh,
and
it
like
sucks.
I probably am sitting on like 10 to 15 messages that I will never see.
Yeah, it sucks. And Bad News was like, "Hey, you want to be part of my gaming network?" I'm like, "Oh, sure, that's cool." Oh wow, and I did that. And when I did that the first day, a couple people posted, "Oh man, I guess you didn't want to be part of Redacted." And I'm like, "What? Of course I want to be part of
Yeah, you
Redacted."
you chose to be over
Yeah,
redacted.
and I'm
Yeah,
like,
fuck those guys.
"Shit."
Yeah, it's like it's all these like people see all these like underhanded moves that just don't exist.
Right, and same with test streamers. I love the test streamers too. So what I want to do is matter of fact, I want to get with WTF. I'd love to get a redacted logo and put it underneath my Bad News Banging. That's a porn site, I guess, but Bad News Gaming. Put a redacted underneath that and put Test Gaming underneath that. I would like to put everyone out on blast because same way with INN, exclamation point INN in chat. If you'd like to get a link, by the way, guys, I like to bring the entire community together. That's a big part of my show. That's a big part of everything I've ever done is try to promote everybody because the more information we get out, the better we are as a gaming community in general.
I mean, like the whole purpose of like you, me, redacted, bad news gaming. Like the whole point is just to make cool things about cool internet spaceships.
Right. And we are the advertising department for CIG.
Yeah, and it's
100%.
like, and it's almost like we have people that are like exclusively INM people, and like they'll I've seen them like shit talk like you or redacted or like or particular people, and you're like, oh, they're not INN quality. And then I've seen like people who are like fans of like someone else like shit talk INN because like we're not as good as like some other star system YouTuber, and it's like people have these like fanboyism is weird and bad, and like when in reality they don't realize that like their favorite YouTuber or whatever is like in league with everyone else. It's like we all kind of talk behind the
Right, right.
scenes pretty much.
Oh, hey, look, Nubifier is in chat. Nubifier, we're just talking about you, buddy.
Hey, there he is.
We were just talking about you as one of the good new up and coming YouTubers. He just released a video that he spent 12 hours editing, so I should have a link for Nubifier too.
I watched that earlier.
Yep. Oh,
Or
good deal.
I probably did.
I was supposed to retweet his tweet, and I just noob. I just got off work. I shot home, took a shower, and started setting up the stream. So sorry about that. So yeah, that's the whole deal. Community is community, and I love everybody. Well, no. I love most everybody. There are some complete dicks out there.
There are some bad eggs. I will agree with you, but
Yeah, like that
like
WTF guy. He's a. Oh, I mean, no, not WTF. I meant the other guy.
oh yeah, the other guy. Yeah,
I meant
yeah.
what the heckosaurus. That's the guy I was talking about. Not what the
it's terrible.
fuckosaurus.
No, there are bad eggs out there.
Yep.
And like, but look, if you here's the thing, like we actually have like a content creation thing. So if you like need help, I think kind of works in a similar way to a MCN or a multi-channel network.
Right.
The only difference is we don't take any of your money. But we try to provide some of those similar services, like editing and just general support.
Right on. And I've always done that on my YouTube page. Anybody
Yeah,
that wants to
it's
advertise
just
on my YouTube page, have at it.
yeah, it's just like and so that's why we get people who who we like, and they post content tying in, and that's all it really takes is like hey, I want to do this, but like people who can't get off the ground, like they couldn't make their own website or they didn't have the know how to start making videos or something.
Right.
That's the people we kind of integrate.
Right on. Skyhawk. Speaking of test streamers, one of my favorite test streamers just entered. Skyhawk YT was on the show just a couple weeks ago. Welcome, Mr. Skyhawk, and thank you for the host. We have Dolvac. He is our guest and co-host tonight. Star Citizen subreddit moderator, INN contributor, editor, guy, and everything else.
General terrible human being.
General Terrible Human Being. We're in a group that's called General Terrible Human Beings. Exclamation point question in chat. If you'd like to ask Dolvac a question, please get your questions in. That's a big part of the show. I would like to do that. Greg Steer, congratulations on winning the Mustang Alpha for the giveaway earlier. And also, before I forget, because I always frickin' forget, if you or someone that would like to be on this show on Not So Sober Saturday, please let me know either with a Twitch message or email me at grayheadedgamer@gmail.com, and we'll set that up because we actually get dry spells, and I have a couple people in mind, but if you have suggestions, please let me know. So, Dolvac, what would you like to talk about? What would you like to clear up?
I guess I can go into this. Like, so I think I've actually mentioned this several times, and like, if people hear this here, it's gonna be like, oh my god, it's all coming out now. I've actually been saying this for the past like 6 months, and nobody's been listening to me. I'm actually going to be retiring from Reddit at some point soon, and it's not because of like nepotism or whatever. It's simply because I don't have the time for it anymore.
It's a full-time job.
Um, and like INN has gotten to the point where we work like anywhere from 20 to 40 hours, depending on what we're doing on it a week. Um, and you're just trying to get stuff rolling. And people are like we have something coming out of INN every single day.
Right.
And a lot of days we have multiple things coming out of INN every single day. Um, and we have our schedule, and just keeping to that schedule is hard. And the transcripts take a lot of time and a lot of energy. Um, but then there's obviously rewards for the community because of that. Because we do the transcripts perfectly every single week. That means that the official videos now have the CCs, the closed captions, the subs.
Right on.
That we do that. That's what we do. We use the transcript and we turn it into subtitles and send them to CIG, and they put them on the video. And because of stuff like that, that's the kind of thing we want to keep doing. But when you want to try something new and experiment, you look at your schedule and you realize, well, I work a full-time job. I moderate Reddit constantly, and then I do INN. And so one of those has to go. And I like food, and I like internet. So I can't be the job. And then it's like, well, do I like wasting away on Reddit and getting shit talked all day, or do I like being creative? And I think I like being creative more. So
Absolutely.
that's the one I'm cutting out. And that's not gonna be soon. That'll be sometime this year. I'm debating. So part of like the whole meta thread from you saw the other day is a push from me specifically, me and the rest of the mods, because they know this is happening, and I have replacements that I'm going to be cycling, and so there'll be a new mod sometime soon. Actually, my replacement is going to be Jumpify, who is the creator of one of the creators. A lot of people helped on that, but he's the main guy who does our updates for the CSS on Reddit. He's the dark theme guy.
Right. The beautiful
But
dark thing.
we're training these people up and making sure they're a good fit, and we're also pushing to change rules and generally get the community to a place where I feel I'm comfortable with leaving it. And it all might burn down when I leave, because I am the most active moderator by
By
a country
far.
mile.
Yeah, by far the
Um,
most active.
and a lot of moderators do things in the background. Early on, is like, all right, well, someone has to go poke the beehive. Who's it going to be? And I was just kind of nominated. So inherently, since I was the guy who posts, I was the guy who posts, updates and all the official posts. That was just me, even though all the decisions were made by the team. Um, it just kind of happened that I just kind of took over. I don't know.
Right on.
But like we, a lot of people don't think like they're actually more active than they appear. They just don't post.
Right, and it's there's a lot of behind the scenes on moderating, but I can totally understand. Now you like you're saying, you have a full-time job that pays the bills. And
I actually have two.
well, there you go. Two jobs to pay the bills, and then you Reddit moderate, and you work with INN, and people still would love to just shit talk the shit out of you.
That's the internet. That's
It's
the nature
it's
of
the
it.
nature of the internet, right? And I can totally feel you on that because I'm working 70 hours a week, sometimes 80 hours a week, and I really do try to put as much as I can into Star Citizen. People don't understand that this doesn't pay the bills. I have a Patreon. I have wonderful patrons. They are absolutely wonderful. And what they do is they allow me to do ship giveaways. They pay for my like Twitch Turbo. They used to pay for like my CryEngine fees and all that. But I have a mortgage, car payment, kids, pets, insurance, electric bills, all this I have to pay with my full-time job that I'm working, 10 to 12 hours a day. You're the same way. You've got all these jobs, and then just moderating Reddit in itself if you ask me, is a full-time damn job.
It definitely has the time sink of one. Like my car right now has been in the shop for God forever, and it's getting a full tranny rebuild, right? And it's like, well, Reddit's not going to pay for that, so, and so yeah, like INN doesn't make money. at all. Like I don't think people understand that. We don't make money. We don't get free stuff from CIG.
Right.
We don't like we get what everyone else has already gotten. You know, if like a community member comes on like a big stream, like they'll give like they'll bring some ships to give away or something like that. We've gotten that, and that's Ben Baron's gotten that. Different sources has gotten stuff like that. A lot of other people have gotten stuff like that. You know, it's a semi-common thing that happens. We don't get any special treatment really. Um, and you know we've managed to, because we are little conniving bastards. We have our own you know, sources inside of CIG that are personal friends.
Right.
But those aren't coming from like the company. They're coming from like an engineer or an artist that we're personal friends with. Like, hey, buddy, check this out.
Right.
And if you're gonna do the news, you have to kind of push and get these contacts going. But like we're not conniving, and we don't make money. And so the Patreon, we have a Patreon.
Right.
Our Patreon is actually decently sized. We get a couple $100 a month, but it feeds directly into server costs.
Right.
We don't see a cent of that.
Right on. And you know what? That we got the what do they call it? The Pioneer program coming. And the funny thing is, I have no idea what that is. They say ED has the same thing, Elite Dangerous, but I don't know what the Pioneer program is.
It's probably an active. If I had to say, it's probably like an optional active subscription that will get you like It would, if I were to say, so you know how we have the monthly subscription thing for the community, right?
Right.
There'll probably be a game alternative to that will give you like it would give you like a set amount of UEC. Like let's say it's $10. All right, I'm just saying. It maybe get you like $10 worth of UEC currency. Then maybe some exclusive items like you know, extra special space tree this month. Both of those are 2 units of time that do not apply in monthly subscriptions. But that's what a lot of free to play games do, like WildStar and stuff like that. Like there is still a optional subscription that will get you like a premium member, and like every month maybe there's like a premium skin or something. I'm assuming that's what that's going to be.
Well, you know, I heard that the Pioneer program actually, I mean, I don't know, but I heard it was actually something to do with content creators, where the company works with you.
Oh yeah, that. No, okay, no, I am.
I was listening. I was listening. I thought it was a great deal, but I heard it was something to do with content creators, where CIG will work with people that reach a big audience and get provide ships for giveaways and things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The thing is, they already do that. I think they just kind of realize like we better have an official way to go about this thing. You know.
Yeah, because they said it was illegal, so I figured it's going to be like a actual legal thing now, like where you can actually sign up. I don't know if you sign up for it or if they come to you. I don't know.
They'll probably pick and choose, but like, I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. Like the big players are pretty obvious, you know.
Oh yeah. We have
just numbers.
It goes like this for me. WTFosaurus has been streaming Star Citizen from the beginning, and only Star Citizen. I won't say only Star Citizen, but he has played Star Citizen every single day for a couple years straight. You've got
is he a daily streamer? I actually don't know.
24/7. His channel actually runs 24/7.
24/7 for that's impressive.
He'll replay stuff, and then he has his streams going. His channel is always running, and he plays Star Citizen every single day, and he has forever. Baby, I'm sorry. Shot time. Oh, this is bad.
What is a shot of?
But this is Saint Brennan's. Thank you, my love. Oh, that was beautiful. She calls it my pussy shot. It's St. Brennan's Irish cream. It's made with now. Check this out. It's made with premium Irish whiskey and cream from cows that graze on the fields of the Highlands of Ireland.
Oh, okay then.
It says that on the side of the bottle, so it's good shit. No, I don't. I don't know if it's good shitty. It could be made in fucking Brooklyn. I don't fucking
It's
know.
probably it's look. There's no such thing as bad Irish cream.
No, there's not.
It's just good.
But you got yeah. So okay. So you got WTF. You got Bad News Baron. That's been a big, huge streamer forever. And then you have those aren't just the biggest, but then you have so many in between. Skyhawk, Sergeant Gamble, Supreme Tokyo. There's so many people.
There's a lot of people.
If you
And,
search Star Citizen on frickin' Twitch, you'd be amazed how many people stream Star Citizen every single day, and on their own. The CIG does not back them at all.
yeah, and they've been doing more and more stuff to help out content creators. Like even though that just kind of fell flat. The community hub was supposed to be something like that. I don't know. I don't know anyone who actually uses that thing.
Community HUD. Oh, Twerk. Twerk and Trixie. Dude, I'm sorry. Twerk is one of my favorite. You know why? Is because he's early morning, and I get to watch him early morning. And he's local to me. He is in Florida, and he did Trixie one. Dolvac? Do you know about Trixie?
Twerk is my favorite cross-dressing Star Citizen streamer.
Dude, when he did Trixie, I swear I did not want to go to work. I wanted to finish watching the stream because I was laughing so fucking hard. So I ran to work real quick. I got to work. I pulled it up on my phone and made everyone watch at the smoking tables. I was like, guys, check this out. And they're like, what the hell? Cross-dresser? I'm like, no, it was a bet. And the way that he did it, he owned the Trixie character.
The guy can commit. I will give him I respect him for that.
Absolutely. And I apologize. Hold on. Ooh. Now WTF is the only streamer that I subscribe to because he was the first streamer I ever watched, and he was the first person to turn me on to Twitch. I was not a Twitch guy. I was a YouTube guy. I didn't watch Twitch for nothing. And one day I was just like, oh, let me check out Twitch. He was the first guy that popped up because he's every day. And WTF, I know you're in here. I love you, man. For real. You turned me around on Twitch and made me want to get on here and do this because of his enthusiasm and his dedication to Star Citizen on Twitch. And these guys need to be rewarded. Myself, I'm an on and off Twitch streamer. I'm not a Twitch partnered. I don't expect to be, part of the Pioneer program. But there are guys out there that really, really deserve it. Captain Richard is amazing. Captain Nolan. Captain Flint. Captain Flint's another one of my favorites.
Flint and Richards are good.
Flint is amazing.
Berserker.
Oh, Zerker. Well, now he's the Astro Pub. But yeah, Zerker. I love Zerker.
He'll always be.
Yeah, he'll always be Zerker to me too. Underscore? No, fuck Underscore. No one likes Underscore.
I actually don't know who that is.
Underscore is the best mod on Twitch ever. He's my mod. He's one of my mods. Oh, Admiral Nolan. He's so nasty. I love Admiral Nolan. Sergeant Gamble, no doubt about it. Love Sergeant Gamble. I think Sergeant Gamble's here too. Oh yeah, he's hosting us. Thank you, Sergeant Gamble. The beard guy. Balor of Red. What's his? What's the beard guy?
There's too many. There's too many.
I hate to mention names. That's why I hate mentioning names, because you leave people out and then you feel bad about it.
Yeah, we did this whole I love
you, Proxus.
In the new year we did this whole thing. What was it? We did that whole INN Awards thing where we kind of went through all these categories. And we were talking about the last category we had was content creation, content creators, and we instantly gave the award to INN the base because we're the best.
Of course, I remember that. That was awesome.
But then after that, we were like, okay, no. So we went through a whole bunch of people, and how we were doing it is we had to pick a winner and then two runners up, and we were kind of fighting over who our favorites is who it had to be. I think it ended up being the guy who got hired by CIG for doing the lighting, right, was our winner. And then I think it was Baron, and then I think it was Gamer, or it was you. I forget. But you were on the list. STL Youngblood, I think, was too many people run the list, and like some great people like they're gone. Like I feel bad for like when the game releases because people won't have been in this with us, you know?
Right. The creation of the community.
Yeah, like there are people who don't do it anymore who were in my opinion the best for a while, like better than
Fiendish,
any of us.
Fiendish
Yeah,
Feather,
Fiendish
uh,
doesn't do it anymore. Like he's retired.
Pearl, anything
Yeah,
FPS.
yeah.
E-
It's like, and those people are just kind of
Yep.
gone. Um, we actually have a funny story about anything FPS. It was like he messaged us a long time ago before he started making like Star System videos, or like right when he started. He's like, "Hey, I'd like to work with INN," and then we just didn't read that email. And then like 6 months
And you,
later,
fuck.
when he stopped making videos, I found him. I was like, dude, oh my god, this guy's stuff is really good. We should contact him. I went into the official like INN contact email. I was like, oh, he's emailed us like 3 times, so we just ignored him.
Yeah, and you know what's
That's
crazy,
that's what happens when you don't have anyone delegated to checking that email.
right? And his videos to this day hold water. They're absolutely beautiful. Yes, Russian J. Tactical Advance is one of the best voices on the internet, no doubt about it. He does a lot of mixed
I will
videos.
fight you. I will fight you for Montoya. He has the best voice by
Or
far.
even Scott Manley though. Scott Manley's got a great voice too.
I'm not a Scott Manley fan. I think he's very talented, but I'm not personally a
Hey,
fan.
that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's wrong. Let's. Sorry, guys! Exclamation point question in chat. If you have a question for Dolvac, please ask him a question. You heard it here. A not so sober Saturday exclusive. Dolvac is quitting Reddit tomorrow, and you heard it here first.
Absolutely. Rich quitting.
You just hate him because he's a goon. Yeah, I know. Uh, Proxys, by the way, I love you. Just not that much. You win too many ships. Someone asked a funny question earlier and I missed it, and I wanted to say something about it, and now I can't remember. Bode rules. Hydro Big Bang. Oh my God, have you ever watched Hydro Big Bang
Oh
play?
yeah. Dude,
Fuck.
once again, there's too
There's
many
too many. There's too
that you
many.
totally forget about.
Yep. So let's go over this couple of questions real quick. And guys, if you have questions, please send them over. That's a big part of the show. Exclamation point question or exclamation point question mark will get you to the link. Put your question in, and it'll pop it over here on my screen so I can ask it all professional like, because you know.
Give me some shit, please.
Let's do
Talk
this.
mad. I don't function unless you're talking mad shit to me. So please just
All right, jackass. Here's some shit.
unplugged, completely unplugged. No rules. This is not so sober Sunday after dark.
You're right, right. And you know what's funny? Someone just brought that up. A guy named Mark just came over and he says, you realize you start this at midnight, so actually it's not so sober Sunday. And I say, we're not getting into that. I actually started at 11:59, so it carries over into Sunday, but it starts on Saturday, so that's why the name stuck. First question.
It's the first minute that's really the best.
That's right.
Best.
Oh yeah. Because after a while, I'm just a slurring drunk dipshit, so it doesn't matter. First question is from Fast Cart. He asks, "Congrats on episode 52, 1 year of Inverse the Verse. My question is, when will Dolvac shave on the podcast again?"
Oh yeah, okay. I kind of had a mental breakdown one day and just totally like someone was making fun of the beard. Like I didn't shave for like 3 weeks, and it was just massive neck beard mode. And someone in the chat was making fun of me, and I was just like, all right, you know what? I'll
Screw
do
it.
this. And I left, got a bowl of water, a razor, and some shaving cream, and just did that
Right on stream.
right into the mic so you could hear it. It was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many people shave on stream, so there you go. There
I
you
know.
go.
Einen has cornered the market as far as stream shaving.
Boom. There you go. Exclamation point question. If you got a question, put them in there. Vengeful asks, "What is your favorite part of the current version of Star Citizen?"
Myself, frankly, it's the it's the
Me too. Me too.
physics grids.
Yes.
Um,
Being able to move around in a ship and someone standing outside watching you and floating and
I remember the PTU patch where it went in. Me and Wolf Larson and Commander Cruz and Tom of INN fame all got into the same Crusader instance. This is like the first PTU iteration where like most of us managed to get in, but there were only like 1,000 people in, right? And we were all in there, Um, and we were on the back. I think of it was of a it's like an Avenger or something. We're on the back of that thing, and the doors open and like Wolf was flying, and me and Jake are just kind of like in there, and he's spinning like this,
Yep.
and we both got like actually got motion sick and had to walk away
Yes.
because we're like, I'm going to actually throw up if this continues. Like he's just spinning and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's like this is too real. I can't. I don't get motion sick. Um, VR doesn't do that. Uh, like I use track IR stuff. Like I do flight sims. I'm the crazy person who's used every kind of visual input into my body possible. I don't like low FOV. I get eye strain, but I don't get sick. That made me almost throw up.
Which is beautiful. One of
I know
my
it's like yeah, it works.
one of my favorite, and you know what? I can almost actually absolutely agree with you. When the first time I went to Port Olisar, I ran off the edge of the landing pad at Port Olisar and was EVAing just because I thought it was really cool to be able to EVA there at Port Olisar. I turned around and I saw someone walking past the windshield of their ship.
Yeah,
And as I'm floating, they're walking around their ship, and all of a sudden I had this aha moment of, holy shit, this is coming together.
yeah. It's really not any one thing, but as you said, it's like all of it coming together is like, oh my god, it works. It
Yeah,
works.
so cool. Oh, and you know, I remember one of the questions earlier. Someone asked, "Will I still love?" My dog barked. Someone asked, "Will I still love WTF as much as when he steals my cargo?" Yes, I know WTF is going to be a pirate. I'm totally fine with that, and I'll probably work out a deal with his guild. Maybe pay some protection money. I'm all into the playing your role thing. So if I got to pay him a little money to keep my cargo safe, I'm fine with that.
Oh well, I'm well aware that WTF is going to be hunting me down.
Oh
So.
yeah, it's fine. That's what they do. So Fart Cart also asks, what is it like being part of CIG's sister site?
Okay, that was a mistake. I don't know why they said that, but that was said on a 10 for the developers, I think, by someone, or is it 10 for the writers or something. I think they were talking about like our fiction category. I don't know why they said that, but apparently they consider us to be their sister site. Which, look, CIG, you're cool, but we already have a sister site. It's the base, and we love them more. So
There you go. Sorry,
sorry,
guys.
turn it down. Yeah, I don't know where that came from because we have no official. We don't have a contract with them. We don't have an official thing. We just like them and they like us, and then we have a lot of interaction because of that. That's it.
Right on. All right. Next question is from Buzz Killer. I've been told self promotion of YouTube channels and Twitch streams is highly discouraged to the point of getting shadow banned. That's a Reddit rule. What is the official stance? I heard Gray Headed Gamer got shadow banned. Yes, but that has nothing to do with Reddit mods. That's actually Reddit in itself. I'm sorry, Dolvac.
Yeah,
I'm answering the question, but
no, you're completely right, actually. Yeah. So like, the big thing was you got shadow banned, and Nakara got shadow banned.
yes.
Almost at the same time. I don't know what it was. Um, but specifically, what you have to do is this. Um, Here's how you stop yourself from doing that. Self promotion is not what triggers that, and it's not what is looked down upon. Specifically, it is doing only that. So if you post only your videos, and like when I see a content creator doing that, I'll go talk to them in a private message so they don't get shadow banned and tell them how it works. What you need to do is you need to keep a 10-to-1 ratio of content. So that means for every 10 of your posts, one of them can be self promotion, and that won't trigger it. So as long as that means everyone in INN, when we post our own stuff, we are just insanely active in the community. And if you go look through our posts, we usually are well within that ratio. And I know the same with you. You just have to be careful that you're within that ratio, and there's no problems.
Right. Absolutely. And also now with the subreddit, if you are just self-promoting and all, and I'm totally guilty of this. When I first started doing YouTube videos, I didn't understand anything about it. My son actually introduced me to Reddit. I had never been to Reddit. He made me my own personal mix of Reddit pages that he thought I would like. Like, dude, I'm like a cat fan, before the internet, I was a cat fan. So he got all this, crap put together and stuff. And I started going to Reddit, and then I started realizing, holy shit, this is a collection of excellent stuff and really weird stuff, and this whole big thing.
You kind of messed up stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and then I found out that it was cool that there is subreddits for everything that you're interested in. The first one I found was Bonsai, and I
Yeah.
was like, holy shit!
There's like, yeah, it just so happens that for a lot of niche things, like that particular subreddit is like the biggest community for that on the internet.
Right on, it's awesome.
Um, yeah, and Reddit has a lot of like structural issues, and once you're on the inside of all that stuff, you start noticing them, and they really bug you. But that's about it. And so like when it comes down to software, like people have gotten mad at INN for some reason. I don't really know because they never really explain why exactly they feel this way, that they get mad at us for posting our own stuff. The reason specifically we post our own stuff is because we use Reddit as a mirror for INN for work, because INN is so big now that we get blocked by most work firewalls.
Right.
Content filters. They detect us as a gaming site and they just block us. So we post to Reddit, which for some reason is never blocked places. And that's why if you look at all of our transcripts posts on Reddit and all our fiction posts, we mirror them in the comments.
Yes.
It's specifically that's because look, looking at the view number is really makes you feel good. And I know you feel the exact same way. It's like, oh, yes, the number's going up. It's like playing like a mobile game or something on like a large scale. And that's great and all, but seeing as we don't make money, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
So the number one purpose of us doing this is to have people use it and see it and have it be valuable to them. That's why we post it in Reddit so they can access it wherever they are. And that's the reason we started doing the subs for CIG, is because there are some deaf citizens that actually want to watch the video and experience that and not just read the transcript.
Right. And it's all for the community. Really.
This is the whole point, yeah.
All right, Vengeful asks, have you completed the Benny's challenge?
I have not. I have done similar things though. Like back when that stuff was happening. Here's the hardest thing I ever did with like an in-game challenge was it was like one of the first PTU versions. Chris Roberts said like the map takes like 3 hours to fly across, right? I'm like, I wonder how accurate that is. So I just got in the ship and just flew in a straight line, and you crashed every 10 minutes. It was like, remember those PTU patches?
Yep.
Where you couldn't go 10 minutes without crashing on no matter what rig you were on. It was just repeating over and over. And eventually we hit the boundary. And yeah, we did the math. We had all the metrics somewhere. I don't know where it was. This was months ago now, but yeah, he was essentially right.
Right on. The Jester asked, what do you think about PS4 and PS4 related products? He's just joking. He's trying to get under my skin. The Jester, I am this close to banning you from the internet.
Did you see that like PS4 skin?
Oh God. Yes.
And it had like the porn star's name on it or something.
Yeah, it did.
So good.
My buddy Jester.
What question did WTF have?
WTF. Oh wait, hold on. First, the Jester and I at work. He's my wife's cousin, which makes him, I guess, my cousin or nephew, cousin, whatever he is. We always have this discussion. I play PC games with a mouse and keyboard like the PC Master Race should. He went ahead and built a new gaming computer, and he uses a PS4 controller. So I told him he's a nub. He needs to take off and go suck a cow titty. But
hold on. I have a thing.
The Jester.
Where's my thing?
Underscore.
My bed.
I want you to hold your finger on the trigger to ban the Jester. Hold your finger on the trigger, man.
This thing right here is the best thing ever.
Is that Steam controller?
Steam control it takes so long to get used to, and you're gonna, if you get one, you're gonna like pick it up and be like, what the fuck is this? Because it's so different. It takes like 20 to 30 hours to get used to. And I know that sounds bad of like a product, but I have like gigantic man hands. You can't really tell on the camera, but I'm actually like 6'4", right?
Sasquatch.
So I'm just generally gigantic. So this thing is it's like the Xbox Duke controller. It's like made for big person hands. Um, this thing is so good, and like once you get used to it, it's fantastic, and everything's great. And some guy made like a program that lets you hook it up to your computer and play MIDI files off of it with the vibration
Awesome.
motors. This
Awesome.
is also so people have been playing Star Citizen with this. I've been playing with this too, and it's actually better than like I'm a mouse and keyboard flyer. I have a HOTAS. It's all right. But we know the infinite amount of issues
Right.
that are surround the whole imbalance of stick flying versus mouse and keyboard. But this thing,
It's good stuff.
just for messing around, it's fantastic. I mouse and keyboard everything, but
Awesome.
if I'm just being lazy, that thing, or I'm playing a platformer, that thing, or like a Souls-like game, like Dark Souls or something, that thing.
Awesome. WTF? WTFosaurus asks, what are you going to do primarily in Star Citizen, and what ships do you own?
Um,
I think he wants to steal them, but
no,
continue on. You
my
pirate.
oh god, as far as ships I own, I got Bungee Merchantman. I, I have a lot of ships. Like I have a whole lot of like really the smaller ones. The Bungee Merchantman is actually like the most expensive big one I have. I just have a lot of. I somehow ended up with like 15 Aurora MRs. I don't know how that happened. Like, not actually, but like I have like three of them. I don't know why, but
Right, right. What's your primary role gonna be in the verse?
Um, when it comes to like survival games, like I'm not really a fan of the genre, but like DayZ or Rust or anything like that. Um, I'm normally like I normally don't murder people. Like I see people and I'll just leave and hide from them and disengage. Um, but when it comes to that kind of thing, I just don't really. I don't like griefing people.
I'm a peacekeeper too. I'm a peacekeeper too.
Yeah, like if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you right back. But like I'm not. I don't like starting shit most of the time.
Right on.
Um, but of course you're just like I'm feeling a little piratey today, and obviously there's a little bit of leeway with that, but most of the time, nah. Um, but honestly, I feel I don't know when I'm gonna have time to play the damn game because most of my time is dedicated to INN right now,
Yeah, but
and I don't really play a lot of video games anymore.
right. But see, that's the thing. With me making my CryEngine videos is because we didn't have a game to play. And I was giving everybody an idea of what it was like to walk around your ships. Now we can actually walk around our ships. So I stopped with the whole CryEngine thing. Well, that and it became insanely hard to do. But once the game actually releases, we're gonna get I think a smaller flow of. Hold on, let me shut this back door. We're gonna get a smaller flow of information, so you may have more time to play it. Maybe only make bi-daily updates or something. Maybe.
Oh no, INN will never slow down. INN is going full forward, and if that like we are only spooling up more content. We will always do the same level of content we do now, and we won't stop.
Right.
And if you want to stop, you got to kill us. Um,
But you see what I'm coming from though. There's not going to be as much daily information or even.
we figured it out already. We are very aware, and that means we're gonna have a kind of shift in what kind of content we provide. A lot of those things are going to be tools and such. We actually had like a test a while back. Uh, remember when the whole Imgur pooped out on the Star Citizen community
Yeah,
for a while,
and
and
yeah.
someone had a bot.
Someone made Star or
That
whatever.
was me. Yeah,
Oh, you'd made that.
yeah. I made that. So that was kind of a test run for Dine and Crew. Um, kind of trying to push out like a fast web app